Next, let me call upon Revati V, science teacher. Next, let me invite Mrs. P.V. Revati, craft teacher. Next, let me call upon Mrs. Shirley Rashekar, biology teacher. The next chance goes to Mrs. Srimati, Tamil teacher. Next, let me invite Mrs. Subbalakshmi. Next, let me invite Thamare Chelvi, English teacher. The next chance goes to Mr. Tyagarajan, math teacher. Next, let me invite Mr. Thirumalai, Tamil teacher. Next, let me invite Santra Sasishekaran, KG teacher. Next, let me call upon Mrs. Usha Daisy Rani, commerce teacher. Next, let me invite Mrs. Vatsala Kesavan, KG teacher. Usha Daisy. Vijay Lakshmi, chemistry teacher. The next chance goes to Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi, chemistry teacher. Next, let me invite Mr. Balasubramaniam to receive the memento. Next, let me call upon Mrs. Kanagamani, science teacher. Next, let me invite Mrs. Saraswati S, Hindi teacher. Next, let me invite Mrs. Radhakrishnan, Hindi teacher. Next, let me take the privilege of inviting Mrs. Rajagandhal, English teacher.
ராஜசேகர் ஃபிசிக்கல் டைரக்டர். அது யார் எங்கே இருக்கு? இல்லை அவர் இதில் இல்லை, நான் சொல்கிறேன். மிஸ்டர் ராஜசேகர் ஃபிசிக்கல் எஜுகேஷன்.
Next, let me invite Mr. Rajshekhar, Physical Director.
Mr. Ilango, Physical Director. Ilango, Physical Director. Ilango, Physical Director.
Next, let me invite Mr. Ilango, Physical Director. Let me call upon next Lakshmi, KG teacher. Next, let me invite LM Rajeshwari, Tamil teacher.
She is a teacher over here and she is a senior teacher. A senior teacher.
Next, I take the privilege of inviting Mrs. Pavai, a senior teacher.
KG teacher.
Next, let me call upon Mrs. Batmani, KG teacher.
KG.
Next, let me invite Mrs. Suguna, KG teacher. Next, let me invite Mr. Vairavel.
Hostel.
Next, let me call upon Mrs. Bhuneshwari, hostel in charge.
We request principal to get it in favor of her interview. She is not here.
We request our principal ma'am to receive the memento on behalf of Bhuneshwari.
Make a general announcement. Someone is left kindly bad.
Next, let me invite Mrs. Tulsi, history teacher, to receive the memento. Let me invite Mrs. Tulsi.
Batmeshwari.
Next, let me invite Mrs. Batmeshwari. I invite Mrs. Bhuneshwari, hostel in charge. Thank you, sirs and sir and madam.
Let me call Mr. Radhakrishnan, chemistry teacher, to share his views.
Good afternoon. Actually, my name is not included previously, and myself personally urged to give me a chance. So this is my privilege to thank my 1994 batch children. Why no? My career started only from 1994 only. My career started only from 1994. You children know, gave me a bright chance for me to improve my career in my teaching profession. At that time, no, 1994, you gave me 6 nice sentences. You gave me 6 nice sentences for me. That is the only thing, no. Now I am standing before you. So it is my privilege to thank. And also, no doubt, my parents like correspondent and secretary madam, definitely, even though I am not here, but my blood, my family is still attached with BVB. My wife is working in CS Academy, and my only one daughter, she is studying biology group. So no doubt, still I am inside this campus only. And one more thing, please. அதை நான் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கும் போது என்னுடைய மதர் டங்கில் தான் ஷேர் பண்ண நினைப்பேன் எப்பயுமே. ஐ வாண்ட் டு ஷேர் வித் யூ இன் டீடைல். எவ்வளோ பேர் வருவாங்க, எவ்வளோ பேர் போவாங்க சார். இப்போ நாங்கள் ஆக்சுவலாக கேரியர் நாங்கள் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஜஸ்ட் 3 செக்ஷன்ஸ் தான் இருந்துச்சு. Just 3 sections. Now see how many sections are here. Why? Only because of our hard work, dedication and kindness of our correspondent sir and secretary sir. No doubt about it. So many people will come, many may go and many may enter in this. But only one thing, this institution is only because of hard work of our correspondent and secretary madam and our teachers. Teachers, that is my friends. And one more thing is, it is very clear that your affection, 1994 batch, gave me a nice chance for me to share my, what is that, happiness. I told you, my career started only from 1994. So, idha na marakka mudiyadhu kandipa. Now I am taking classes for teachers. I am taking classes for teachers. Education department, they are asking me to take classes for teachers just because of you only. So it is my duty to thank you, my dear students, my dear children. That is why நான் வேணுமே அவங்ககிட்ட மைக்கை பிடிக்கிட்டு நான் பேசுகிறேன். ஆக்சுவலாக நான் அவ்வளோவா இங்கே வரவே மாட்டேன். ஏன்னா டாக்டர் சார்லாம் நான் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணணும்னு நினைப்பேன் எப்பயுமே. ஏன்னா எவ்வளவோ சான்சஸ் வரணும் போகணும்னு நினைப்பேன். பட் என்னுடைய பேட் ஹேபிட் அதுதான், யாரையும் போய் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்ட்டு. நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்ததே வந்து மெயினாக வந்து டாக்டர் சாருக்கும் செக்ரட்டரி மேடத்துக்கும் தேங்க் பண்ணலான்னு சொல்லி அதுக்கு கொடுத்த 1994 பேட்ச். ஒன்ஸ் அகைன் தேங்க்யூ மை சில்ட்ரன், தேங்க்யூ.